Hey, so I'm Volodya from my team, and we building our own memory system for the AI agent. And actually, it's a good question. Why we do so? Because if you will try to do the research, you will find a lot of memory systems. Yeah, so some of them are quite simple and just built around the semantic graph. Some of them are more complex and more rack oriented, and some of them quite good. And the one that I like actually, it's a ZAP, it's a temporal graphs, and another one it's Memento, Mem Zero, and so on. But why we do not use what already exists on the market? Actually, first of all, majority of this project are Python and designed to run on the server side. They require some complex databases like Neo4j or some form of Postgres and so on. And we run on the user device. And to run everything on the user device, we need the different approach and embeddable databases and all of things. It's a technical reason, but not only, because what I see in memory systems that they lack a lot of things. First of all, big amount of these memory systems are quite rack oriented, and we working more on the user understanding and simulating human being memory, and we not just retrieve the documents. Another thing that over the time we observe that the knowledge graphs are the good way, but it's quite limited way, especially when you connect it to the idea of triples, subject, object, and predicates, and so on. We see that even semantic memory could form quite complex relations that have multi-party entities and all the things. And this kind of memories require quite complex graph structures. We're not using the hypergraphs and metagraphs yet, but I still believe that to have the full power of multimodal and multilingual approach, you need the metagraphs. But we're not there because we don't have the databases that capable to do such complex things. So we still using the graphs, the directed graphs, but in quite smart way. And be capable to model the semantic schema packages, multi-entity facts, and all that thing. But most important thing that we really believe that time awareness of the semantic information are crucial. So every fact, even every semantic fact, have some kind of validity and connection to the time. And it's main reason why ZEP is so interesting. But for example, ZEP ignores the fact that a lot of people talk about the time in a quite abstract or incomplete way, and they require the concrete timestamp, but we not always have the concrete timestamps. Yeah, so that's why we need to work with some partial time or abstract time, and it's yet another missed component of the memory. Another missed component of the memory was the temporal and causality awareness that we quite often anchor the time with the life events. So the event itself or the life experience is the first citizen in our memory system to guess with the facts. And it could, in theory, um, form some temporal context, but not only. And yet another important thing about the life experiences that they could have the causality and some complex event relations. And majority of systems that exist on the market do not focus on the causality. They do not focus on the event relations. They do not focus on so many things that are crucial for the understanding what happens. Because I really like the idea of the semantic space-time that really focus not only on the meaning of the entity, but meaning of the entity in the context of the time, in the context of the reason, how we get there, and on which things we have the influence with this particular information. Yeah, and yet another interesting thing is the promise theory that allow us to build the complex networks of the agents and so on. So the answer is simple, that we lacking the temporal of semantics that combine together with the events in a life and causality and possibility to build a complex relation between the life experiences. So that's it. And it's the main idea how we build our graph, because our graph it's a quite complex biparty graph that have this complex subgraphs as nodes that represent the facts, the events, and all things. And why we believe that it will be way better than any other solutions on the market. We already observed that the need of temporal awareness, the need of the complex facts, the need of the complex life experiences, unfortunately absent. So, and we just need not just memory, we just need the better context and better understanding of yourself. And it's the main goal why we build in the memory. And yeah. And how we do it, it's not only about the data structure. I could talk about the data structures for ages because it's my main interest. But I really believe in neurosymbolic approach. Yeah, because you have the LLM and machine learning and custom models. It's the neuro approach, and you have the reasoning on top of the knowledge graph. You have some logical systems, and you have some post-processing of the data. It's actually symbolic approach, and the combination of these two give us the neurosymbolic system that simplify and help to take the proper decisions and to yeah, bring the right things. And in bringing of the right things, two crucial domains in the memory are absent right now because they more oriented on the drugs or some deviations of the drugs. But we have, first of all, relevance, and relevance we have in many different memory systems. Yeah, so what kind of information is relevant to the next message or the user question? It's relatively easy. But also, memory is not about remembering everything. Memory is about the smart forgetting and keeping the focus and attention. And how to design the system that have the human ability to forget. It's also the big topic. Yeah, and how to have the memory system that you could say, or you could analyze the data and say that this and that memories are more important than others, or this and that memories right now in the focus and require the attention. It's a big question. So we need the relevance, we need the importance, we need the ability to forget. And for sure, we need a more smart human-like construction, recall and retrieval, but the recall and retrieval that do not struggle with the human problems of modifying the memories and making the false memories and all those things. So somehow we need to build a bit more smarter system that do not have the human problems with the memory. So that's it. Why we do it and how we do it. Yeah. So if you have more questions, just let me know. I will be happy to answer.